And let's check out the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. Now, Clark, looking at the Magic, what do they need to do to secure a win?
Well, Kevin, free throws are a big concern. They're a team that struggled at the line. They were dead last in free throw percentage last season. That can make a big difference down the stretch in a close game. So we'll see if it's a factor.
Clark, how about Oklahoma City? What do they need to do to secure a win?
Well, they've got to find a way to limit Dwight Howard.
And it's the Magic with the ball. To the corner. To Green. Grant. Oklahoma City on D. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yep, they'll see them twice this season, so not a lot of face time with these guys.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Howard, shooting 2.
Can't sink the first. I gotta believe, Clark, that the Olympic experience, when the U.S. recently won the gold in Beijing, did wonders for Dwight Howard in a lot of different ways, for confidence, but just being around these great players for such a long time.
I don't know if we can even quantify what that means to a guy like Dwight Howard. Early in his career, to have that experience, but to have the kind of focus and intensity and attention to detail that he saw from the superstars in the game rub off on him this early in his career continues to lay a foundation for greatness for that young man, barring injury.
Now Carter. James Harden picking up that last basket. Kept alive. From downtown. That's good.
This is called you must extend your defense, especially on the three-point marksman.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a three-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their left.
Oh, 2 hands to make sure.
Here's Orlando now. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively from them, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning, maybe a handful of games, if that, relying solely on their offense. Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
And here is Durant. Gets in close.
They start off shooting 80% from the field after that last one. That's a great start for them.
And here is Howard, guarded by Green. Here's Nelson. Off target for 3.
With nobody around, he can't get it to fall. Won't see that very often, folks.
To the paint. Grant connects from in close.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Orlando trailing here. Here's Carter. Drops it in on the layup. He has 5. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Harden off the screen. Graceful finish.
Terrific pick to set up that basket. The little things are the big things, and they can always make a difference.
And here is Howard, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Nelson buries the triple.
Well, the D was in the area, but when you're guarding a sharp shooter like that, you need to be airtight on him before he catches the ball.
Here's Westbrook. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Here's Grant. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. Rashard Lewis picks one up.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
He sinks the second. Orlando leading. Here's Bass. Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. Well executed there.
Here comes Westbrook. No points for him. Grant fouled as he went in for the jam. The D saved the dunk, and he'll shoot free throws. That's on Dwight Howard.
That's a savvy foul. You save a dunk and send a poor free throw shooter to the line.
Gets them both. Now Nelson. Last game we saw him score 13. In low to Howard. For three. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, an exciting team to watch, currently second in the NBA.
I like the high-octane offense they play. Everybody's involved. They space the floor, they attack, everybody can make plays, everybody's ready to step into their shot. That's one of the reasons they're one of the best offensive teams in the league. Everybody can score the ball, handle the ball, and is confident shooting.
Now Nelson. James Harden picking up that last basket from short range. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one, though.
The three. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at the Clippers. Right now they're off to a fast start. First place in the conference. And of course, there's the Thunder right on their heels. Here comes Jameer Nelson. Lob. And here is Howard. Defended by Durant to Lewis. Nets it from the wing. He's got 7.
They've been trading buckets and trading leads. What outstanding competitors out there.
Here's
Kevin Durant, for me, Kevin, has one of the sweetest, easiest strokes in the league. I mean, it's amazing that a guy of his size, he's 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan, can step out there and cast threes as sweetly and as smoothly as he does. He's also improved as a rebounder in his second year in the league. I think this guy is a star waiting to blossom and explode.
And here the Thunder now, following the score by Rashard Lewis. Howard backs in. Here's Nelson. Pockets the three ball. He's shooting 50% from downtown. Jameer Nelson has a tattoo on his back that says, "All eyes on me." Boy, that has been true because the rest of the team is ready to go. They've been waiting for a point guard. Nelson might be the guy.
He very well could be answering that call, Kevin. He's solid, he's confident, and he's a guy that's an offensive-minded point guard. And I don't necessarily mind that as an analyst. It's not a problem to me if a point guard can score the basketball. It's important that he understands when he can do that and when.
Substitution on the board.
Westbrook kept alive. Here's Grant inside, finishes with the soft touch. He has 7.
Great on the boards here. I mean, they're really working that glass, leading to a jump and second chance points, which oftentimes can lead to wins.
It's going the other way. Nice block by Grant. And coming up this Friday, it'll be Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. They'll face the Celtics out in Boston. That one is set for 8 o'clock Eastern.
You can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. And here now the Magic, following the Thunder miss. And it's Carter missing.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Harden takes it up, lays it right in.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
And here is Howard. 5 points in the game. Now here's
just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Here's Westbrook. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Durant. Lays it in off the pick. He's got 17.
Good pick there to set up the layup. That's textbook offensive execution. Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Durant. The shot misses, so Orlando will take it the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Here's Carter. Misses the trade.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Stolen away by Bass. Here's Carter. Oh! Dunks it down with one hand.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Grant, Lewis covering. Green, the jump hook. Rebounded by Howard. Orlando trailing here. And here is Howard, guarded by Green. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Yes, from downtown.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
And now, introducing your Oklahoma City Dance Squad.
While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. You look at the Thunder, they're deadly accurate, third in the NBA.
With all of the great shooters they have, it's almost easy to think that they would shoot a high percentage. But there's some other factors at play here. They're unselfish, they set good screens, they move well without the ball, and they're disciplined in that they don't take just any shot. They want the best shot available, and that's usually what they get.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And looking forward to this Saturday, it's going to be Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder as they take on the Spurs at the AT&T Center. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
You always want to get out of there with a win in that one.
So true. Grant, he's guarded by Howard. Dwight Howard grabs the board, and it's Orlando's ball. They trail by 6. Here's Carter. He gets hammered, and he'll head to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
That's his second.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And, of course, Orlando in second place. Gets them both. Here's Westbrook. Just over 5 minutes left in the second. Durant down low. Here's Grant, laid in softly off the glass.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Coach Van Gundy signals for a timeout. Around the league, here we go. A recap from yesterday. Out at the Staples Center, the Clippers take charge. The Memphis Grizzlies dropping that one. The Knicks lose one on the road as the Milwaukee Bucks take care of business. It was success for the Celtics on the road. The New Jersey Nets dropping that one. And back to the game we go. And here is Howard, guarded by Green. Westbrook leaps for the ball. The Magic will get this one back. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They'll be taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Here's Lewis. 14 points for him. Grant gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. They'll be facing the San Antonio Spurs. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Lewis to Nelson. Nelson. The shot, no good. And the Thunder go the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And they're off to Sacramento after this game as they travel to Arco Arena. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Green. Sinks the open shot. He has 6.
Inside, outside, Kevin. I love it. He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
Here's Nelson. It's in for 3. Nice shot by the 6-year veteran out of St. Joe's. To the elbow, to the wing. To Green. From just inside the arc, Howard corrals it, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. Nelson. Lewis snags it.
You've got to keep them off the glass. Somebody should have boxed him out. He's really come out this quarter saying, give me the ball. I'm taking over. I'm demanding the ball. And you know what? He's delivered a tremendous performance this quarter.
Here's Grant. Rebounded by Howard.
Ill-advised shot there. No question about it.
Howard. Oh! Rips it down with one hand. He's got 7.
Now that's a statement dunk right there, Kevin. Clear the runway for your own protection.
Here's Westbrook. To end the run. Westbrook can't get it to go.
So far in this quarter, he's having a hard time getting it done.
Stolen by Grant. Here's Westbrook, almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his 4th personal foul.
That one on Nelson.
First team
Here's a player you like, Russell Westbrook out of UCLA.
Saw him as a freshman in college at UCLA defending Derek Collison in practice, and I said right then, barring injury, this guy's a pro and will be a good one. And defensively, he's solid. He's getting better offensively. This guy's got a bright future ahead of him.
Gets them both.
I think he simply needs to get back to doing what he was doing there in the first quarter.
Substitutions on the court.
And here now the Magic. It's a 10-point game. Grant backs down. Westbrook is called for the charge, and that's his 3rd foul so far. Let's check out the NBA's best 3-point threats. Take a look at Petrus. 3rd in the NBA, he's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
Simply put, he has in the gym range. As soon as he's in the building, he's within range. I mean, one of the absolute best 3-point shooters we've had in the league in the history of the game. This guy is deadly from behind the 3-point line.
And here is Howard. 11 points in the game.
He's been getting after it offensively, but they're still trailing here. One guy can only do so much.
Thomas backs him down. Right wing. Tries to keep it alive. The Thunder were the last ones to touch it, and they'll turn it over. And here's what's happening this Friday. It's going to be Chris Paul and the New Orleans Hornets as the Portland Trail Blazers roll into town. That game gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
It'll be fun to watch.
On defense, Oklahoma City. The handoff to Redick. Leads him with the pass.
Too easy. Far too easy.
Here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. Westbrook can't get it to fall from downtown.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter than he's shown.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They trail by 6. In low to Howard. Here's Redick. Nails the easy jumper.
The intensity level has really picked up here in the second half.
Here's Westbrook. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Lead pass, down low. Lays it in. Sweet Time to lead him to the rack. 18 points for him.
That's a heck of a job to lay it in around the taller defender, Kevin. Lovely, agile finish.
To Howard. Thomas is there. Here's Williams. The three won't fall.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Orlando trailing here. Williams knocks down the trifecta.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes, but finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
The Magic changing it up.
Rashard Lewis.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Here's Grant. Great finish in traffic. 11 points in the game.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And here is Williams. Six seconds to shoot. Lewis gets the bucket.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Here's Westbrook. The lead is 2.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Durant dumps it off. Here's Harden. Nice job on the assist by Westbrook. And that gives him a double-double. And here comes Carter. Shot is off. We're at the end of the third quarter with the score 84-79. James Harden has played well. 21 points and 2 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been filling it up, Kevin. No surprise there. He's a guy who can really do damage when he's in a groove.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Okay, they're ready to begin the start of the fourth quarter. It's been an intense battle. Both teams unwilling to give ground. Now Carter. He's got 17. And now for our sideline reporter, Cheryl has some information for us.
Over the break, I listened in by the bench. The head coach asked the squad to give it everything they had here in this critical stretch. He said, it's gut check time, fellas. Leave it all on the floor.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, it's obvious they've definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pumpkin.
And here is Durant. 19 points in the game. Kept alive. On the paint. Graceful finish. 21 points in the game. And those rebounds, Clark, you're talking about, they're creating opportunities for them, and it's still a close game.
Yeah, it sure is, Kevin. That's right. It is a close game. This game is a lot closer than it should be, but I still think they need to step it up on the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Westbrook. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Grant blocked. Great play by Howard. Here's Carter. Can't hit the three-pointer.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open, but he may have rushed it just a little bit.
The dump off to Harden. Easy shot. Gets the bucket. Sweet touch by the rookie out of Arizona State. And here now the Magic. 9-point game. In low to Howard. Here's Lewis. Just an unbelievable performance on the boards. Another rebound. Durant. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And it's Orlando's ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. defended by Durant. The jump hook, draws right iron, but falls through with the kind bounce.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Here's Harden, kept alive. Here's Grant, yes, and the foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. First team foul.
Good for the three-point play. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Now let's go over to Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Well, I had a moment to speak with the Thunder. He told his team that he wants them taking more shots from beyond the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't be tentative. He's giving them the green light. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks. Here's Lewis. 25 points in the game. To Lewis. And here is Howard. Working on Howard. In close, from inside, rebounded by Howard.
And they just continue to dominate the glass, Kevin.
Harden, he's guarded by Williams. Picked him clean. And it's the Magic with the ball, trailing by 10. Down low, Bass. Banks it right in. And Clark, you know, you're right. They're having their way on the inside.
And converting those inside opportunities into points.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. To Harden, shoots the three. Howard has it, and that's his 14th rebound thus far. Tipped. The Thunder with the lead. The break is on. Here's Grant, hits the jump hook.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Thunder changing it up. And here is Johnson. Just over 8 minutes left to the fourth. Nelson. And here is Johnson. On the mark with the triple.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's Grant. Gets in close. Scooped up. The Thunder with the turnover.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
And here is Johnson. Dumps it off. Low block. Bass nails it from close range. They narrow it to 5.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
And the Thunder with possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here is Johnson following the Thunder miss. Here's Barnes. Count it!
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
And here are the Thunder now. 3-point lead. Green backs in. Stop the run. Kept alive. Thomas from down low. That's good.
They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. I mean, it's one thing to get the offensive rebounds, but they've turned them all into points.
And here is Johnson. The steal by the Thunder. It's 2-on-1. Up court. Oh!
Terrific sequence that time. Quick hands for the steal, and they streak out for the fast break finish.
And here is Johnson. About 6.5 minutes left in the game. Leads him in. Here's Bass. Cannot hit, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Lead pass, Durant. Misses the runner. Orlando trailing here. To Nelson. From close range, it's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
What a game he's had on the boards. He absolutely will not be denied inside.
And here is Thomas. Green. Lets it go. Rebounded by Howard. Here comes Jameer Nelson. They trail by 7. To Barnes. Durant hauls it in, and that's his 17th rebound of the game. Thomas to the right wing.
So far, it's been a challenge. He's been unable to get it going here in the fourth.
To Johnson. Here's Barnes. The three won't fall. And the Thunder with possession. 7-point differential. To the left side. To the inside. Thomas nails it from 8 feet.
That's unselfish team basketball right there, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Now Nelson. 9 points in the game so far. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Lewis. Can't put an end to the scoring drought.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
And here is Green. He's got 12. To Nelson. Dumps it off. Here's Carter. Runner in the lane. And that one's good. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Thomas is in at center. And here are the Thunder now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Green. And here is Thomas. And here now the Magic. They trail by 7. Here's Lewis. He's got 25. For 3. Thomas reels in the defensive rebound. Going inside. Westbrook. Oh, just missed it. But he drew contact, and he'll head to the line. That one on Nelson.
Yeah, he got clobbered. No question on that call.
He knocks down the first one.
This is a team that seems to be wavering a little bit here as far as their aggressiveness goes, especially when they build a lead. We're not seeing them get to the line as often this half, and I think that's part of the reason why they've lost their edge a bit.
Eli is in at center. Here's Lewis. Here's Lewis. Pulled in by Green, and he's got a double-double. The Thunder with the lead. Durant backs down. From deep, that's good.
Defense has to know what's coming here. They've got to get to the shooters. I mean, it's that simple. Get out to the shooters and challenge the shot.
Now Nelson. 9 points in the game so far. Poked away. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Lewis. Can't answer back with his own 3.
And that's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right here.
Grant can't get it to go. The Magic the other way. 2:19 left in the fourth. Here's Carter. Got a hand on it. Stopped him cold. The rejection by Green. And Clark, as you were saying before, they're controlling the inside presence, just overwhelming here today.
And I really thought that was the deciding factor, Kevin. I mean, they were just too strong inside.
Orlando on D, a 12-point game. Skip pass, hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Thomas is in at center. And here are the Thunder now. A 12-point game. To Thomas. Drains the open look. That's 7 unanswered.
Well, that's a little bit of the European style of play there. When your bigs can hit the mid-range jumper, it can really open things up for everybody else.
And here we go with Jameer Nelson. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Westbrook. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Here's Green. Hits the quick shot.
That's a great pass. Way to get it to the open man.
The Magic looking for a basket to put an end to this run.
Yeah, they need a bucket soon before this gets out of hand. Nice feed inside. Sets his teammate up for the easy deuce.
They're winning by 14. 1:32 left to the fourth. Eli is in at center. And here are the Thunder now.
Well, Kevin, he's starting to pile up the turnovers here in the second half. He's certainly not handling the ball as well as he was early on.
Oklahoma City is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
And Clark, what's changed? Why is he piling up all those turnovers?
Well, a couple of them. I think the defense has gotten better, Kevin. They've gotten a better read on him, so they're getting into his space and making him uncomfortable. And then I think he may be fatigued a little bit, and when you're tired, you can lose some of your focus. We know about that, don't we?
He does look tired. And here is Thomas. Carter's missing on the three. And Durant gets it to go.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
Now Carter. 19 points in the game. Now Nelson. Lewis. Got a piece of it. Oklahoma City bring it up. They're on a 17-4 run. The handoff to Thomas. Grant. Here's Thomas, up high and down hard.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lewis in the paint, and Nelson gets it to go.
His agility and soft touch really paid off there. Not many players could have laid that in.
The Thunder walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Magic, 112-96. For his steady play, Kevin Durant is the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
He put in work on those boards, Kevin. Boxing out, rebounding outside of his area. He put forth the effort, and it paid dividends.